Fellow members of the PC Master Race, welcome back. This is the second video in the series. We previously took a look at the graphics card under $100, which one would be the best, and you can find a link to that in the description if you didn't get a chance to see that yet. Otherwise, this is the second video, like I said, in the series, and this is from between $150 to $200. So I chose two graphics cards. One is around $150 and one is around $200. And so, of course, if you live in a country that is not United States or Canada or possibly sometimes UK, you have to prepare for the fact that these graphics cards might cost like 10 to 20 more euros or dollars depending on which currency you use in your country. So just be prepared for that, and let's begin. So in the first category of around 150 and below, you can get a decent graphics card for 1080p gaming for high and sometimes ultra setting. And with this graphics card, you could try 1440p gaming, although I would not recommend the settings to be very high or high in general, but you have to be smart with the settings. Either way, I found the GTX 1050 Ti, which is $129 on Amazon. Now, the specific version that I'm talking about is the PNY. I found it to be best value for the performance it provides. Now, there's two versions of this. There's the OC and there's a reference with about 10% difference in terms of performance between the two versions. But the price difference between these two versions is dramatic. The reference card is $129, where the PNY OC version is about $30 to $40 more expensive. Looking at the benchmark results, I'm pretty confident that this card will suit your needs, especially if you're playing games like Overwatch and Counter-Strike, in which case, even if you have a monitor that can push over 60 FPS, you're going to see that difference. So in terms of price to performance ratio, the PNY 1050 Ti, in my opinion, is the best bang for your buck as far as graphics cards between $130 and $160 go. There are, of course, different versions. There's the ASUS Strix, which does have a little bit higher clock, so you might want to go for that, but it is about $10 more expensive. It comes at around $170 in the end. Now, for the next category, between $160 and $200, I was deciding between the RX 470 and RX 570. So at first I thought I could include the RX 470 somewhere. I thought it was somewhere in the price range of the 1050 Ti, maybe a little more expensive, but I was very surprised to find that that was absolutely not the case. The cheapest RX 470, the XFX and the Sapphire versions I could find were $179, so it was like $180. But the ASUS ROG STRIX RX 570, which also has 4GB of memory and is better than the 470, at least a reference, is $189. The prices that I've seen online for the 470 are just ridiculous. The Newegg, $276, $259, $300. The two fastest versions of the 470, the Red Devil and the Nitro X from MSI, based on a few benchmarks, could be in front of the 570 in terms of performance by like 1 or 2 FPS. Now, when you overclock the 570 and run it through 3D Mark Firestrike, things are a little bit different. It has higher score than the 1060 G1, 480 Nitro Plus, 1060 WindForce, and 470 Nitro OC. Now, the one specifically used in this benchmark is the MSI RX 570 Gaming X, and there's two versions from MSI. There's the 570 Armor OC, which is $189, and there's the 570 Gaming X, which is $215. I think these benchmarks are done on the latter, but that does not stop you from overclocking the cheaper one as well. And what I would personally do is get the MSI RX 570 OC Gaming Edition, which is $189 on Amazon right now, and you can get very good performance in 1080p gaming, especially if you have a monitor that can go over 60 FPS. And unless you can find a very good deal for a 470 or 480, I think the 570, in my opinion, is the best bang for your buck under $200, deals aside. I mean, I don't count deals because there's just no way to follow the prices all times. They're going to change. It's the reality of PC gaming. Being the best buy under $200 is a bold statement, but what can you do? I must say, however, I do think that, or should I say hope, that with release of Vega cards, which should come out soon, just not soon enough apparently, prices will drop for all of these cards. That is, unless Vega turns out to be only high-end cards, in which case I don't think they will affect the lower-end card prices that much, maybe not at all. And that concludes today's video. Now, if you like this video and if it helped you in any way, please leave a like. And if you're waiting for the next part in the series, which should cover everything between $250 and $300, please do subscribe and wait for those. And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I usually respond within 24 hours, but that's becoming increasingly difficult as the channel grows. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.